Alright, here I am doing hinge pins on the Civic, and I've seen a lot of people struggle, take the door off, and I'm trying to do this myself without taking the door off. So I've done the usual thing you have to do: wheel off, side skirt off, arch liner off, arch off itself, and then I've just took the door hinge off one at a time. So yeah, I've got that there now, and the door is staying in place, so fingers crossed I can do this myself. I've seen folk online have a bit of issue with these new bushes not fitting in between the old and new brackets. Yeah, so the clearance isn't very good. You can see there's a bit of a gap in between that at the minute, but I have already measured it, and the smaller bush is like 1.5 mil, and then the big bush, the flange should I say, sorry, is 2 mil. And these are both like worn down to like 1 mil each. That gap right there definitely isn't going to be the 2 mil gap. So, I mean, I'm going to clean these up a little bit more. I'm going to press the new bushes in, see just how they fit. The options are either I file that down, because it's a brass bush, it shouldn't take too long, or I open the jaws on that a little bit, which I don't think is probably a good idea because, yeah, there's not much tolerance in that. So I think the option is to grind down the bush. I'll go fit them in, see what it is. So I was sitting there hitting the other side of the bush out. It came out. I've left it in there. It didn't come out very nicely, so I used a 1/4 inch and I just kind of drove it into it and it pushed it out eventually. But I was kind of thinking there must be an easier way. There is an easier way. M6 bolt, M6 washer, some bigger washers for that side, and that should press it out. It's a bit of a pain. The new bushes are way too small. Like, they just fit in. I mean, that one is quite clearly nowhere near. No? I'm gonna focus. Either way, you can see. There you go. Yeah, you can see it's not even close. Top big bushes. Fairly. It's not bad. So it's not much play in it, but yeah, you got to think the pins wiggle. So I'm just gonna try and think of some way of packing the new bushes out. Either way, let's see what the fitment's like. Yeah, nowhere near. Can't even get that on together. Right, time for some head scratching. The fix for that top one, it's in. It's very kind of loose, but it's not going back and forward. Well, it is a little bit, but I'm going to see if that works or not. But I've used a very thin bit of steel and I've just wrapped it around. Took a bit of steel, here's one that failed. Okay. Crushed and crumpled, but yeah. Took it around, put it around the bush, put it around. That one's obviously deformed, it didn't work. And then I've pushed it in with the vise. So yeah, the other side, I'm not overall happy with the fitment. The bush, it does slide in, it doesn't move, but my next obstacle is that gap there. So I'll measure that. Sort of like 40.5, 41. So we need 1/2 mil off of this big bush here. Maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna do the fun job of filing that down in the vise. Alright, so I've shimmed that small bush again. As you can see, there's 2 bits of shims in it because shim fell out. But now it's in there super solid. So file that down a bit more as well. So I'm gonna grease the insides, grease the contact and surfaces, and then finally push that pin in. Alright, so I put them on, put the circlips on, I've greased it up a bit as well, so hopefully it's going to slide there. I could feel it's actually not gripping. The little a little knurled edge isn't knurled enough, like the actual pin spins. Yeah, as you can see, so it's not actually gripping anything. Yeah, maybe it'll be fine. I'm not too sure. I'll keep a hold of all the old stuff anyways. But I'm not over the moon with that, but I'm going to stick that back on the car and see if it's stiffened it up anymore. I've only pushed out the big bush. I've left the small bush in. It's just easier. It just is easier. I mean, that's me done. It's already in. And it's nice and tight actually. It's quite good. There is not much play at all in that. That's a lot better than what was there. Just for the sake of documenting with my very bad calipers. So small bush is 11mm. And then this bush here is 9.8. So there is a 1.2mm difference in the thickness of these two bushes. Heights seem alright, to be fair. Like, I quite like the thing that the height's too big on this, because you can file it till it fits really nicely and you can put your own clearances in it. But those bushes, the small bushes, as everybody goes on about, are way too different. And I'll just find the other ones. Alright, so here's the bigger bushes. So the differences in these is... Right, so the old bush is 12mm. As you can see, the new bush is 11.9. So that 0.1 of a difference is enough to make it not fit in there as nicely as it should. Whatever place in China is making these, they kind of need to up their tolerance games, because those tolerances are way up, that especially on the small bushes. I'll measure the pins. You can see the pins worn down there actually.
This is so easy.
Right, old pin, which is worn down, keep in mind, 7.6. New pin is 7.6 also, so let me just check the thicker shaft. As you can see, my calipers are not the best, so 8mm. Yeah, so that doesn't really work out. That's not a good size to... So the inner diameter of the old bush, which will be worn, is 8mm, 8.05. The new one is 8.2, so it's already bigger. Here we go, inner diameter of the big bushes. Right, so the old worn bush is 9.1mm. And then the new one is 9.1 as well. So pretty close, to be fair. 8.5. 8.5, so yeah, they're the same. That's the less worn part of the shaft. Yeah, undersized. So yeah, the tolerances on these things are way all over the bit, but I mean, you can kind of make it work, so you can. But yeah, I kind of like the fact that the flange on the bigger bush is too big, because as I said, you can size it to a good fit, and then you can get most of the wiggle out that way. But yeah, no, half this kit is useless. Right, that's it back together. Less play anyways, but yeah, I put it in the vise, grabbed one lug and battened it up, which opens this up, so it's a bit tighter, but it is what it is. Probably when it gets clamped back on the car, it's probably going to pull the lug back in and make it a bit more loose, but yeah, we'll see how it goes on. Alright, so that's the new pins both in, and some of the bushes, 3 out of 4. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. There's quite a... It's not really... Yeah, door's still sagging. So I'm going to have to try and adjust that a little bit, bring that up. I think it just needs a couple of hinges anyways, but I mean, it still opens up right, but yeah, not happy with that. Alright, so I've adjusted the hinges. They are tweaked a little bit differently to how they were, but yeah, no, it now doesn't really drop at all. It shuts easy. Nice. But yeah, I mean, probably should have just adjusted the hinges in the first place, but I mean, you try to do your best, but yeah, parts are kind of rubbish these days. Either way, that's more information for everybody else, but yeah, that is the door hinges done. Nice. No saggy door anymore. Just got to put it all back together. Alright, so the door hinges are back on, the pins are in, and yeah, I just wasn't impressed with that kit. If I had a lathe, I would have loved to have made the bushes myself, but pins are alright, they're pretty good, but yeah, the bushes just didn't fit in. As you can see, the tolerances were all off. The kit said it was for a Civic, but like, it quite clearly wasn't for that size of Civic. I looked at other kits online, they all said the same thing. It seemed to be quite a generic thing. If you know for certain that that was the wrong kit and I should have bought another kit, just out of interest, I am interested to know if that was a thing. But yeah, no, like maybe the coupes, because they were built in America, had different hinges or something daft like that. But like, yeah, no, if you know that was for certain was not the right thing, put it down in the comments. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I've seen a lot of people having issues with this kit, other types of Civics, of it not fitting properly. So I mean, for £6, I think it was, I was going to give it a try, and to be fair, one of the bushes is alright, the pins are new, so as you've seen in the end, the door was still sagging, so I did what probably you should do from the start, which is just adjust it on the door anyways, just move the door up on the hinges. But I'm happy the door shuts right perfect now. It's I'm still not used to it. I'm still like trying to like slam the door shut when I don't need to slam the door. So I wasn't impressed with the kit, but at the end of the day, £6, try it out, upload it to YouTube, see if other people had a similar situation and kind of what they kind of thought of it. No, that's going to be it for this video anyways. Yeah, just a small one. Hope this helps somebody and not wasting money. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. If this video helped you, give it a like please, and maybe think about subscribing, because I do try to do the YouTube things every now and then. And thank you very much. I'm going to go get a haircut soon. Oh, and also I've done a very silly mod. I put RGB into the boot. There is a practical reason for this. So here I've got my little controller. So I put it in because I wanted the white light, but then I realised I had a controller that can control the RGB. So it was meant for just having better light. Yeah, the RGB feature is kind of funny, and everybody I've showed it as well is kind of laughed at it as well. They think it's been a good idea as well. But the other advantage is that if I'm working on the car, I can just switch off. Look at that. It's really dark out here. Right, end of the video. End of the video's right here now.